what Secretary Avalos was referring to are detention prisoners. These are people who have not yet been sentenced to any convicted or acquitted. Most of them are just undergoing trial. For those punishable by 3 years only, remain with the BJMP. Sa Bucor, after basta more than 3 years ang sentensya, they go to the Bucor to serve. Ang Bucor facilities po, Muntinlupa, National Women's Correctional, then we have Mindoro, Sablayan, we have Palawan, Iwahig, we have San Ramon in Zamboanga, we have Dapicol in Panabo, Davao del Norte. Then in Leyte, we have another prison in Leyte. And yun po yung family ng Bucor. These are being sentenced to more than 3 years in jail. Yan po yung nagpupunta sa Bucor facility. At ano ba ang ginawa namin para mag-decongest? Nung ayaw kami bigyan ng pera ng BBM at ng Congress, ng Senate, na mag-build ng regional prisons, ang naging ano bang solusyon dito? We go the PPP route. Kung hindi kaya pondohan ng gobyerno o ayaw, gagawin namin PPP route. So we're about to take in another undersecretary who will help us with a PPP way para magkaroon ng regional jails. Kasi ang mega prison po, hindi na po yan magandang sistema. The mega prison system is one that we frown at. We should have prison, when we have prisons, the less people in prison, the better. And the biggest prison should not be more than 5,000 people. That's the standard we want to set in the country. But right now, because we have no choice, we started sending people to the different penal colonies to decongest Muntinlupa. Remember, Muntinlupa was designed only for 6,000 people. But now we have more than 27,000 people in Muntinlupa. 21,000 of them in maximum security prison because they want to be in maximum security. Because that's where the happiness is, they say. Kasi nga, in a prison as big as Bilibid, as you Bilibid prisons, the prisoners practically control the situation. The guards are there to make sure that they stay within the walls. Pero, the way the things are being run, pag mega prison ka, sila na may control ng lahat. And mas maligaya sila pag nasa maximum security sila. Kaya ngayon, i-decongest natin. Bakit? Unang-una, ba't natin pinadadala sa mga malalayong lugar? Kasi ang dalaw naman dyan, nasa 20% lang. Sa maximum security, out of 20,000, 4,000 lang po dinadalaw. The rest of the 16,000 nakalimutan na ng mga pamilya nila. Hindi na po dinadalaw yan. So, ang ibig sabihin, many of them can actually afford to spend time in a less congested prison. So we're sending them out to those places, to the different penal colonies throughout the country. Ano ba ang ginagawa natin tungkol sa decongestion? Well, we went to the very heart of the matter when it comes to criminal prosecution. Kasi ang dami pong nakukulong na napakatagal na walang kasalanan o kaya wala namang ebidensya na kukulong sila. Kaya ngayon, ang aming pong inatas sa mga prosecutors, dapat ang standard natin hindi nilang probable cause. Pag tayo magkakaso, isasampa natin sa korte, dapat maganda ang ebidensya, reasonable certainty of conviction. Mabigat po yan eh. Kasi yung probable cause, pag sa mga sistemang araw ay maraming abusado, maraming abusive na law enforcers, sabihin natin, madali magsalita yan, maraming kayo marinig ng araw, nasabihin nila, nakukulong kita, but probable cause ka lang. that was the way that it was being treated before. Ngayon, we have humanized everything in the sense that we have to do our jobs as DOJ. Kailangan pag-aralan namin ang kaso, tsaka dapat i-certify namin reasonable certainty of conviction. Para wala tayong kinukulong na wala namang ebidensya. So that, I think, has lessened, significantly lowered the number of people being thrown in jail. Kasi yung drug war, puro ganun eh. Yung drug war natin, ang problema ng panahon ng drug war, marami puro tinapon lang. Kasi yun po yung gusto mangyari ng mga makapangyarihan ng panahon nila. Tayo po, patas po tayo. We try to make sure that the evidence is sufficient. To make sure that so that the people who will be thrown in jail are there for a specific reason. There is evidence against them and they can be convicted. And they will be convicted for it. Yun po yung isang malaking bagay na ginawa natin sa decongestion. Of course, the NGs, the way that the initial NGs within the DOJ family, we were able to bridge the information between Bucor, the Board of Parole, and the Parole and Probation Administration. So lahat ng hinog na kaso, meron na kaming tumutulog na alarm po lagi ang board tsaka ang Parole and Probation Administration para pag hinog na yung tao, pwede nang pakawalan, lalabas na yung pangalan nila. Kaya meron kaming pinapakawalan every month. At naka 18,000 na kami so far and counting because we intend to, with the GCPA decision of the Supreme Court, mas marami tayong pwedeng pakawalan. And we are thankful to the Chief Justice for clarifying the issue of GCPA to us, kasi this was very controversial before. So we are doing everything within our power para yung mga nakukulong, nobody will stay in jail longer than they're supposed to. I think that is the most humane thing to do. Because in the end, PDLs deserve a second chance. Everybody deserves a second chance. So that was an effort that we did. Thank you.